Where does your love of mathematics come from? When I had such a love, it blossomed from the ideas and connections among them. I thought it was so cool how you could find the exact volume of a curved surface, describe rotations and reflections with matrices, relate groups and rings to geometry and physics, and tons more. I loved these ideas. I wanted to understand these ideas. Then, the Roodenbots swooped in, who subjugated the ideas to the superficial definition theorem proof process, which is memorization, not understanding. As such, the garden of roses I had tended for years was promptly transformed into a garden of weeds and withering vines. I am not a mathematician. I have taken in the past various classes for my degree that were mathematics focused. I just love the purity and the application of theory when actually using mathematics. I can push things around on paper, figure it out, and see how it actually happens in the real world. I think a lot of it is how I was taught mathematics after I left school in the UK. I graduated at age 15 and went straight into the job market. I learned a hell of a lot of my math with the Open University, and their approach was to lead you to discover a theory with their hints and guidance, rather than just telling you a formula to use. The time I spent on the math parts of my degree felt more like a murder mystery than learning facts. That is exactly where my love of mathematics came from. A 7th grade student teacher. Next year, he came back as my math and science teacher. The usual 8th grade math book was tossed. Best description of this class was a survey of mathematics. He introduced to us a large variety of different types of math, including an introduction to algebra. I was hooked. I personally just find maths easy. I like how it is very systematic, and that most of it relies on absolute truths, so I can logically process it without much trouble. It's also so cool how literally everything in the universe and beyond shares the common language of maths. It's how we can understand and comprehend things much bigger than us. It's what has given us the technology we have today. You can apply it to anything, there's nothing quite like it. When I was in 9th class I solved all the mathematics problems without teacher. I make my notes. I was make a book of mathematics problems and solution. I just love to play with mathematics. I decided to do bachelor's in mathematics, but I am in 3rd year. Mathematics is an objective body of knowledge. Other subjects allow personal interpretation, so they are difficult to evaluate.